Hey guys! Now I'm looking back here for the video, guys. Today we're going to be looking at the evolution of these stadiums in Madden 22, 23, and 24. So obviously, listen, Madden 23, I think Madden 22 was when they really started caring about presentation of the stadiums. And we'll be using, by the way, the Chiefs Stadium here as a catalyst for this event. Just because it hasn't changed throughout the whole entire existence of the last 3 years. But Madden 22, I believe, was when they started really caring about, like, you know, presentation and making sure they're showing the best presentation at all times. And then Madden 23, they kind of got a little bit more. Madden 24, even more. So I want to see how much more detail they put into the Chiefs Stadium over the years. So first off, we have this tunnel right here, which I believe, if I'm correct, I don't think this is in Madden 24 Stadium. I don't believe this tunnel right here is in Madden 24 at all. Now, my question is if they're going to just keep reusing the assets. Now, this stadium was one of the most detailed stadiums we got. Period. Like, most detailed at all. Right here it says Chiefs Locker Room Visit Room. We have... Okay, I can tell you right now, we've never had 2 doors open. I'll tell you that right now. We have loudest stadium in the world, which is just plastered all the way around this whole entire wall sequence. Literally every single inch of the wall just says that. Okay. We had a loudest... This is what the banner is saying. It just plastered every inch of the wall. Chiefs Kingdom. Okay, and then we have 2 doors that opened up. Is this a staircase? Bro, how is... This is a staircase. Oh my god. I thought that the Madden 24 version of this stadium was detailed. There is a fire alarm. Hold up. This says Chiefs Locker Room. L010. Okay. We have a lock on the door. We have 2 doors right here that go to nothingness. But still, it's nice to see that. Bro, this is so much more detailed than Madden 24. How is this even possible? Because the theory a lot of people have said in my comment section, and it's probably true, is that EA just reuses assets. Clearly not. Clearly not. This is nothing compared to... I mean, this is, like, so much better compared to the other one. I think that's the only tunnel we have. I believe. Should be. I don't see another tunnel, okay? Someone said I did miss another tunnel last video. I think the one I missed was the one in the middle here. So that might be in Madden 24, but... Alright. So let's go back here, okay? Actually, you know what? I want to see the suites. Where are the suites? How do the suites look? They're exactly the same as Madden 24. Okay. That's kind of not surprising. That's kind of not surprising, bro. That's kind of not surprising, okay? This is kind of what I expected across the board here. Yeah, it's the same dealio, where it's a small little area that's not actually usable, but it's just so it looks cool if you look at it. Alright, we're team number 1. Teamwork, big dream, play hard. Gotcha. Thank you, Kansas City. Alright, so... These vendors are actually, like... full-on, like, 3D object. I mean, this is very small, don't get me wrong. This is a lot smaller, I feel like, than Madden 24 is. But, like, all these things are actually, like, not just against the wall and, like, plastered and, like, nothingness. This is actually a 3D building with a door on the outside. Okay. You actually have an outside door. All of these have that. Across the whole entire building, it looks like. They all have it plastered on the outside door-wise. How is this so well designed, bro? They have the chairs set up right here in every little section. So you can actually sit and eat. I just went through 30 stadiums in the NFL. Okay, 30 stadiums in Madden 24. And there wasn't this much detail. And this was one of the most detailed stadium in Madden. If you guys remember, this was one of the most detailed stadiums we had in Madden. And somehow, some way. What about the textures of the glass? I have to see this. Hang on. Oh, I can't see it. It's not going to show me. Because it's like, the way it oriented, you can't see it. That sucks. Alright, well, no, the textures still suck. The textures still absolutely suck. I mean, I guess that's not as unrealistic. Usually it's a lot more unrealistic than that, so... I mean, I guess actually, no, that's not that bad. That's not what you would see if you looked in that screen right there, but... Trust me, it gets worse. There's a lot worse than that, so... Wait. What's up with these... Why are these planes of glass just right here? Is this supposed to be windows inside the stadium that they never put inside the stadium? Okay, well, I'm figuring out this Madden 22 problems. Alright, so it looks like there's nothing else inside this stadium. Like, in the side of the stadium. Obviously outside this stuff. But inside the stadium, it looks like there's nothing else at all. Okay, so then out here... 3D rendered. 3D rendered. Freaking buildings, man. What is this? EA. What is this? You couldn't do this with Madden 24? See, now I'm more ticked off. Because... Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Because... So, Madden 22, PC-wise, right? This is PC. Was not next-gen. It wasn't. Next-gen was only on Madden 24. They didn't add PC next-gen to Madden 24. So there are certain things that they can do, like there's limitations they can do on 22 versus 24, because 22 is not next-gen console, you know, graphics and, you know, like rendering. Tell me why there's less detail in 22. I'm sorry, less detail in 24 than 22. That's a problem. I think that's a problem. Because everything I just listed and told you should make an argument why there is more detail in 24, because they could actually have more power toward 24. But bro, that's not the case here. That is not the case. I feel like, and again, I have to look back, and we're gonna be looking at 24 in this video. I feel like there's more detail in this stadium than there is with 22. I mean, bro, you have a whole entire cafe right here. Bar the fact that this is like a pit of death, that's beside the point. Okay, well, there's multiple pit of death apparently. That's beside the point. This is so much more detail, I feel like. Maybe I haven't seen the Chiefs Stadium in a hot minute, so maybe like I just, you know, haven't seen stuff in a minute, but I feel like the outside of this stadium, like the grounds of the stadium in Kansas City, is gonna be less detailed. But when it comes to straight just the stadium, bro, this is way more detailed. And they're not reusing the assets. It's very clear that EA does not just reuse assets over and over and over again. That is very clear and obvious. Alright, we have a Chiefs little vendor thing going on here. I want to see, can I see the glass, or do they not have the... See, this is what... Okay, here's what I think, Matt, right? This is what I expected. If I'm being honest with you, when they do the glass panes and it's like so crappy, it's not even the real image, some of them not even the real stadiums, it just doesn't look good, right? I know it's like, oh, well, we have glass planes, but if you have glass planes of the Cowboys Stadium in the Chiefs Stadium, it doesn't make sense. I'm not saying that they did that one for one, but my point is, like, it doesn't make sense to do that. Okay, this is kind of a small area, not gonna lie to you. But anyway, though, it doesn't make sense. So, if your strategy, your go-to is just say, hey, listen, we're just not going to put glass panes. What we're going to do is when you look out the window, all you're going to see is just the same exact image, but like with a frame. I think that's good enough. I really think that's good enough, and I think that looks a lot better than trying to make believe a fake, you know, existence of what you want to do. So, yeah, this is dope, man. This is actually really dope. Sad part is we can't really zoom too far out. It looks like there is more limitations with Madden 22 than there was with the other Maddens. Alright, so right here we have the parking lot. Nice, nice, nice. And right here, I think we have a baseball stadium. We do have a baseball stadium. This is just as much detailed. This is the Kansas City Royals. Or as people would say, these O's ain't royal. That's back when they beat the O's in the playoffs. But we have parking lot back and forth. The baseball stadium looks just as detailed as Madden 24. They might actually reuse the Madden 24 asset for, or the baseball stadium's assets for Madden 24. It's very possible. Something that we do know they do reuse is these stupid buildings. These, like, same exact color buildings across the board here. Okay, well, this is a terrain thing. We don't see terrain like this in Madden 24. Oh, man. Oh, man. Alright. We have a bunch of buildings and a bunch of farmland. Now, this is Missouri, so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not surprised to see farmland in Missouri. If I had to guess one place I'd see farmland, it would probably be Missouri. To be honest with you. Missouri. Yeah, something like that. Alright, let's see if there's anything else that's different or changed. There's like this black line. You guys probably see it too. It's like right in the middle of the screen here. I don't know why there's a black line in the middle, but I guess I don't ask questions because it is EA Sports. Alright, so I'm going to kind of go in the outskirts here and then circle back around to the middle. Oh, wow. This is 1500 by 1500. So, the maps are still the same size as they are in, you know, like Madden 24. So, it's not different size-wise. It just, I don't know. It looks like it's, again, I want to save my judgments until we see Madden 24 again. Or Madden 23, then Madden 24. Because I feel like Madden 23, we're going to see a lot less detail. We're going to see one of the two. So, what we got here? We got another building, it looks like. Some more buildings downtown here. Not as detailed, I feel like, when it comes to, like, as much stuff. But again, I don't think there is much stuff in this thing. Now, again, we could have looked at Chicago Bears. And Chicago Bears might be a better example because they are the most detailed stadium in the Madden period. Madden 24 at least. But I just think this would be the most detailed stadium. So I wanted to kind of take a general look there. Because they could easily just give us crappy, you know, back and forth with some of the stadiums. We have a highway here. It just kind of goes up and then down. Okay, so that is where that goes. The terrain is very much higher up here. So that's why you're seeing when we're getting closer to the ground, it's a lot higher up for that said reason. But, alright, so let's go ahead and go now into Madden 23. EA Sports. It's in the game. Madden 23. Next Madden on the docket. So, starting off right away with Madden 23, again, we have this little tunnel here, which looks exactly the same as Madden 22. Doesn't look like they changed that in any way possible. Now, going down this list here, we have the tunnel, which, again, as before, we have very much the walls just covered in the loudest stadium on earth. But I feel like this was... Is this smaller? I feel like this doesn't go as far back as Madden 22 did. I feel like it's a smaller tunnel. Now, it's harder to see the doors over here, but they are still here. Except the lighting is like really dog water here now. It's somewhat the same. I don't think it's the same exact assets. The staircase is here, as you can see. It's just now like almost impossible to see because of the darkness. And again, the lighting is really crap in here now. And what they did take away, though, one thing they did take away, is the fire... Wait, no. The fire extinguisher is right there. The fire alarm is right there. It's impossible to see. So, they literally just took the same exact asset, but made it impossible to see in here. EA. It's in the game. That's what I gotta take away from all this, is, it's in the game. Alright. So, up here, is there anything, like, really different or challengingly different? Very much the same 3D textures of these. Do they have the outside door? Oh, no, they do. So, this is interesting. So, now with Madden 22, they have an outside door here, which is 2 doors. Now, before they had, like, an inlet, which was technically the door. Now, they actually have full-on doors here. So, that's a little bit of a change, I'll say. So, they actually gave them full-on doors. Okay, apparently they gave them full-on doors. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, full-on doors. Interesting. So, EA, you actually updated this in some way. You added doors. You also made this almost in... Bro. Before, it was very tight and close. Now, it's almost impossible. Tightly close. Okay, on that one side. This area over here, a lot more easier to go around. Okay. Still no actual names of these, like snack vendors, nothing like that, which I'm not really surprised, I ain't gonna lie to you. But let's go ahead and go a little bit farther up. Let's go to the suites. Did the suites get any better? Alright, so now it looks like, look at this. They added the textures, the window textures that we talked about many times. I love. Absolutely adore. I mean, it's something you can't get away from pretty much. Alright, let's see. Is there anything in here? Boop. Alright, okay. Same concept for the suites, just your simple, you know, small little space that really is somewhat usable. I'll say it like that. Not really usable in the aspect of a human wants to go in there, but hey, listen, it's actually not that bad. On the outside here, what we got? Very much the same. Say for the most part, it's very much the same when it comes to like how it looks for Madden 22. So they might have just reused a little bit of this. It might be a lot. I don't know. Again, like I said, we have to look at it side by side. It looks like a lot of it is just copied and pasted, which is not really that surprising. Let's be honest. Now, of course, with Madden 22, Madden 23, they still, again, was on the old gen console software, so it's not like they really updated much. Let's be honest. So it's pretty much the same exact thing as the previous year. Now, again, the stadiums do not change, okay? Stadiums do not change much in a year. They really don't. They're very much the same exact stadium. You're not going to get like, oh, this stadium is, you know, so much different now. Unless they upgrade it or renovate it, it's not going to look any different. Alright, so we still have the zero, like, glass texture on the outside. I'm going through this a little bit faster just because we just went through 22. So I just kind of want to see if there's any, you know, direct change it looks like. And it doesn't really look like much change at all. This looks like the same stadium as before. Now, it is obviously the same stadium. But it looks like the same detail, too. It doesn't look that much different. We have the parking lot right here. More parking lot going on. We have the Royal Stadium. These O's ain't royal. But, yeah, other than that, man, this looks less texture. I think this looks less textured than the other stadium. I want to say that. We have the highway system all around here. The same old buildings over here. The creepy neighborhood buildings over there. Yeah, so for the most part, the only difference between 22 and 23 for this Chiefs Stadium is going to be really just the lighting textures. The lighting texture got worse for 22 versus 23. I'm sorry, 23 versus 22. So they like downgraded the lighting texture and they added, I think they took away maybe a tiny bit of detail, but for the most part, it is just a copy and paste of the previous year. So I wonder how 24 is going to look, because based on what I understand, 24 doesn't have as much detail as we have seen so far today. We'll see, though. Let's go ahead and get on to 24. Let's see how much different it is. Alright, so now we have the most realistic Madden of all time. Madden 24. Realism. Alright, we go into here. We have our little doors that open up. Let's see what's down here. And, okay, so it's very much like Madden 23, where it's like dark as anything. Is there a... Hold up. Wait, where's the fire extinguisher pulley thing? Oh, there it is. Fire pulley thing? Yeah, the fire alarm. That's what I'm trying to say. Madden 22 was so much nicer with all the lighting. Man, like, at least with Madden 24, they made the doors red, okay? Madden 24, they said, you know what, we'll make all the area in here red so that it's at least more interesting to go into here. Wait. Oh, no, there it is. There's the weirdly lit door that's red. Again, a lot of things in here are red, guys. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. What do you expect? Now, there's one huge difference between Madden 23 and Madden 24 that I personally know of, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, this tunnel is longer. You see how much longer this tunnel is? This tunnel was not this long with Madden 23 or 24. I mean 22. That's actually a longer tunnel. That's it's a real big difference, by the way. You know when they say that you're just paying for a roster update? Yeah. to go with, yeah. So this is the first Madden that's next gen, okay? This is the first Madden where they have endless possibilities. Endless possibilities to make this game even more crazy. And you know what they did with those endless possibilities? You know what they did? They added... Hang on. Wait for it. Wait. Where the heck is it? Right here. They added a damn glizzy truck. They added a biscuit truck. That is how... Why is it called Greasy Biscuit and they use a glizzy? Oh... Yeah, they added the glizzy truck. That's what next gen means. You're like, hey, listen, next gen, we can do everything with this game. We can make it better. We can add details. We can do things that we never thought we could do before. What's the first thing you're gonna do, EA? Add a damn glizzy truck. Yeah. For the most part, looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same. Now, I'm not looking at apples like you guys are. Like, you know, you guys see the actual, like, you can go back and be like, oh, how much different does this look? Does this look? Does this look? I'm not seeing it as much detail as you guys are, like, when, you know, one-on-one here. But still, looks the same. It looks like it's different, but that might just be my, hey, I haven't actually looked at it when it's first, like, you know, I'm not looking at it one-on-one here. This is actually a little bit different. You actually had people in here. So, I guess that's a positive that you have people in here now. It's like a little bit more roomy. Let's look inside the stadium. Alright. Because this was one of the weirdest stadiums where it actually had like real good like detailed walkways and stuff. This is what I want to do. Okay. What? EA, you're gonna let me, okay. There we go. Let me, just kind of move around here. Alright, so... Do they have the back door entrance, or was I completely bugging on that? Oh my gosh, this is so laggy in here. Bro, I can't even get, like, a correct judgment of area here. Alright. Yeah, see, look. Oh, no, they do have doors. Okay, they do have doors. But most of the buildings are so freaking close together in 24 that you can't even see the doors. Yeah, they made the buildings much closer together. They did add the, it looks like advertisement, so it says Exposition Trucks. Interesting. So they added that. They actually added advertisements. I wonder if EA actually got companies to sponsor this. I would not be surprised with how money hungry they can get. Dude, I can't even like go straight through here. We have other companies, which is not other companies, EA Sports. Alright, let me go to the other side of the stadium. I think the other side of the stadium is larger. There we go. This is better. This is more like actually large and in charge here, and I can actually see. Okay, bro, I did not have this much issue with the last Maddens. So now I'm starting to think it's just Madden 24. Although I didn't have this much issue last time I went through this, so I don't know. It's pretty much copied and paste, guys. It's just pretty much copied and paste. That's really, really what I want to kind of break down here. We have the drum, which I think we had this in every stadium. I just didn't look at it because it's the same drum every single time, pretty much. You're just getting the same drum setup. This is a lot easier to look at. Hopefully it is. Yeah, it's, again, like I said, very much the same. They added the wiener truck, okay? They said the wiener truck is what we're going to add to make the stadium so much different than last year. You're not spending $60 for a brand new game. You're spending $60 to get a glizzy truck. We have a little podium here saying exactly where to go. Interesting. Alright, so for the most part, it's exactly the same inside the stadium. Now, are the textures the same out here, or is this actually... Yep, no, wait, hold up. See, this is where they added the windows. Which actually, this actually works out pretty well. Hang on. No, these actually look... Well, okay, they only added windows in certain areas. But these actually look very well, like actually looking out into the actual like parking lot. So I guess they didn't do this for the Chiefs. They did this for other stadiums. Because other stadiums you can't even see outside. You literally just see, you know, literally you just see the stadium. Now they do have a little bit of the stadium at the bottom here you can see, which it makes no sense to see this part of the stadium because you literally have a brick wall behind you. But at least for the Chiefs, they actually did the textures correct there, which really begs the question, why would you make the Chiefs perfect but not any other stadium? Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Alright, so for this is exactly the same, the Royal Stadium. This building is new. So all these buildings are new for Madden 24. Well, that's kind of glitched out. So they added new buildings out here. These buildings right here. The highway system is pretty much the same. Well, actually, no. Now there's trees in the highway. So they added trees in the highway system. This little crater thing here is still here. Nice. Glad to see they kept to the same system there. We, of course, do have all this area over here, which is the same creepy houses. And for the most part, it looks very much like the same. So, to the idea now that they just copied and pasted every Madden from one to the other, to one to the other, to one to the other, for the most part, they did. Except they added a little bit of detail here and there, but not much. They added a glizzy truck. I guess they added some buildings, but like, this is your $60 enhancement, which is interestingly weird. EA, did they even do anything every year? Or they just put in a new game? Or a new roster? Like, I know it's a joke, but I don't think it's a joke anymore. This is actually now just the same game over and over again. To, like, the extent of, like, every little detail of it. That's kind of sad. But also not surprising. Yeah, so... They all... No, they added this one, too. They added this truck, too. Burger truck. They added a burger truck. They also added... Oh, my gosh. They added an ice cream truck. Maybe this is worth the $60. You're paying for those 3 new advertisements, guys. It's worth the money. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.